Sorry guys.
Hi, Paul and Michelle here from Hobby to Business. Welcome to Hobby to Business Hub, episode 11. So tonight we're going to go through our 4 top tips for when people are starting their business.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll go straight in. So the first one is choose a product or a service with a purpose that you passionately believe in.
It's no good picking something that you're so about. There's going to be times in your business, starting any business isn't easy. It is a long process, whether you're putting out a widget or building a brand or whatever. There's going to be times where things are tough, really tough. And those times, what gets you through is your passion. So if you don't have that to start with about a certain product or a service or something that you do, then forget about it. You're stepping into the wrong zone. You need to be passionate about what you're going to do, because if you're not, when the hard times come, you'll end up being the flash in the pan people that everyone heard about and then disappeared when times got tough. And like I said, it really is. It doesn't matter whether you're building a brand or putting out a physical product. You've got to be passionate about it. And then people want to be involved with people that are passionate. Yeah. They don't want to be involved with people that aren't passionate. So if you're not passionate about it and you've got to put it on, people are going to see that, and people are going to know, and people are going to read you in about 3 seconds. And guess who's going to get the business? The person who is truly passionate about in your zone, in what you're doing in your area. It's the people that are really passionate. They're the ones that'll get the business. So if you're not passionate about it, don't go into that zone. Go into the zone you're passionate about. You'll be a winner straight away.
That's right. So number 2 is physically. Okay, this is probably more for an actual product-based business.
Yes.
So physically create a sample of your product to more effectively share your vision.
So what we're really talking about there is, you can always see your vision in your head because you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Not everyone can see your passion because they're not passionate about it. So they're not going to see. What you've really got to do is you've got to be able to produce something. If it's a line of clothing or something like that, or a craft or something like that, produce some products so that you can show people. Most people are extremely visual.
Yes, I'm one of them.
Yeah, and unless you stick something visual in front of them, they can't really understand what you do. A lot of times, even for us, we provide a service at Hobby to Business, but a lot of times until we sit people down and show them the membership website and say that this is the product you get, they then go, okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
So you've really got to play to that that impact with people, that they are visual learners.
That's it.
And they take things in. Most people are very visual. So give them something visual that you can show them of your product and what you do.
That's right. I guess maybe for a service-based business, you could probably, maybe if you can, try and do 1 or 2 pro bono type work so people can sort of understand the sort of services that you can offer.
See what you do. So, that's a really good point. If you're providing a service, we'll do some work, some volunteer work with some organisations and not-for-profits, so that, you can have someone that'll say, yeah, this is what they do.
It's really, really good testimonials too.
Yeah, great testimonials, great experience. Great experience, and at the same time, we've done that type of work, haven't we? With a couple of organisations that we're passionate about and tried to help over the years. So, it really is one of those things. People have got to see what you do. So, like I said, and sometimes it might be if you're trying to get someone as a customer for a service-based business, well, then maybe you go and spend some time in their business with them and show them what you can do for them.
Yeah.
So that that's where they'll see the value in your product.
Definitely. Okay, so number 3, surround yourself with intelligent people that will help you add a useful perspective on your product or service.
So this is an easy one, because think about it this way. If you put strong people around you that are passionate, that are intelligent, that are skilled in areas that you aren't, as someone who's myself, who is a business coach and even just generally some things we do with mentoring and leadership with people.
Yeah.
one thing we always tell people to subscribe to is never set a situation up that you're the smartest person in the room. Set it up that you're the dumbest person in the room. Because if you're confident in what you know, and you're setting yourself up in a situation where you consider yourself the least intelligent person in the room, well, there's a shitload more information there from other people, ideas, positivity, just general drive and learning that can benefit you. Don't set yourself up with people that are always going to sit there and tell you it's too hard, it's not going to work, just the general negative person. The person...
Positivity.
That's it. Don't set yourself up around the person who is never going to start their own business. Because you know what? They're going to tell you it's too hard. They don't want you to succeed because they don't want you to prove them wrong that it can be done.
Yeah.
So don't set yourself up around those people. Set yourself up around positive, intelligent people who are skilled and bring something to the table that you don't. Because I'll tell you now, you will come into your own in those groups because not only will you be benefiting from all of these people around you who have a different skill set, are passionate about different things, but you're going to be positively experiencing a positive experience for them because you're going to have a skill set that you're going to have a skill set that they're not going to have. So they're going to be looking to you for information. So you're going to positively benefit them by being part of the group. And you can really build this little group of people that motivate each other and grow and drive each other to grow bigger and better and faster than they would. So, it's that old, I suppose, mentality that the team is stronger than the individual. So set yourself up with a good team.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a team that's going to work in your business or with your business. Just a team that'll help motivate you and have a skill set and knowledge outside what you do. Set yourself up to be the least intelligent person in the room and you will always come out ahead.
There you go. Okay, so that leads us into number 4, which we sort of spoke about, and it's probably another important one, which is funding. So make sure you explore all your options when it comes to funding. And if you're looking at getting investors, make sure it's someone you trust. It's a very, very important one. You need to trust them. And they also need to share your passion and your vision as well. It's very, very important.
Yeah, very important, because if you get an investor in that's flash in the pan, they want to jump in and they want to see a result straight away, and within 12 months they want to be seeing this much return on what they invest into it. Starting a business is not a short process.
No, it's
not. It is not an over. There are, I hate the term overnight success because it just doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. All these overnight successes that you see have been, hustling and slugging it out and fighting it out and digging themselves out of what they think are the lowest points all the time to become the overnight success. And they've been doing it for years. And they've been learning on the fly, and they've been rolling with the punches and doing it all as they go. And they're just passionate people who had the fortitude to make it happen. But it didn't happen overnight. I'll guarantee you it didn't happen overnight. So, when you look at someone who's going to invest in your business, you've got to look at someone who can, like Michelle said, can understand the long-term vision, where you want to be. You've got to be on the same page. You can't have two people with differing ideas on what that business is going to be. It is a recipe for disaster.
That's it. And you're going to have, your vision is going to be, hopefully your vision is going to be, I want to be here in 1 year, I want to be here in 2 years, I want to be here in 5 years. You can't just have short-term goals. You need long-term goals, and you both, or whether it's a group, need to be on the same page with that. And
those short-term goals really are, more than just short-term goals. They're the steps you put in place to achieve the long-term goals. So, it really is just about understanding, having people on the same page. It really is when you talk about investment and startups and, and there's different ways to do it. There can be solid partners like angel investment. There can be people who are actually going to be an active part of your business and have an input. So you've really got to look at the funding style that's going to take place before you decide what type of person or investor that you're going to have.
Yeah, exactly.
And just to go back to point number 3, going on about, when we're talking about setting yourself up as the least intelligent person in the room, just to touch on something there, and maybe phrase it in a different way, it's no good to set yourself up as the smartest person in the room, because all you're going to have is people standing there telling you your ideas are brilliant. And you need objective opinions. It's no good sitting there and every time you come up with an idea and being someone that wants to sit there and have people telling them how brilliant they are, oh, it's a great idea, it's this or that. You need objective opinions, because when it's a terrible idea, you need someone to tell you it's a terrible idea. Sometimes, we're all the same. Everyone who's passionate, we get caught up in the moment, we get passionate about something, and then sometimes someone chimes in with have you really thought about that? I know Michelle does it to me all the time. So, but you need that objective opinion, and it's not only about that objective opinion, it's someone with a different knowledge base might have a different idea on how to tweak that idea to turn it from, the 50-50 chance of being successful to the outright winner. So it's not only about having different knowledge bases in the room and different skill sets. It's just about having people with strong opinions that aren't going to sit there and tell you, that you're brilliant, it's a great idea, just tell you what you want to hear. That's, it's
not going to help the business.
It's a recipe for disaster to have people sitting in that room telling you what you want to hear. You may as well not have them in the room. Don't have the meeting. I'm telling you now, don't have the meeting. It is just absolute failure. So, in short, I probably went on a little bit at the end there, but I'm very passionate about it, because we use those groups a lot.
Yeah, we do.
We have other...
We have our support network.
Yeah, we have our support network of other entrepreneurs and other businesses that we gather round and we use, and so we think it's successful. That's what we would drive with other people to do and set up, and and really Hobby to Business as a community, that's what we do.
Yeah.
When we set up Hobby to Business, we set up, when you become a member of Hobby to Business, you become part of a community where on the private Facebook pages, not our general Facebook page, but the private Facebook pages that the members are a member of, you've got all of these passionate people that are trying to build businesses in different areas that you can draw knowledge from. So it really is, a great place to learn from, not only from us, but from the knowledge bases of all the other entrepreneurs out there that are part of Hobby to Business.
Yep.
So, right guys, that's probably about it.
Yeah.
Last thing we want to mention is our Mother's Day competition. Jump on. I'm sure everyone's got a mum or a partner in their life that deserves to be pampered, and it really is a pamper pack. There's makeup, there's chocolates, there's coffee, there's hot chocolate, dressing gown, you name it. It's all there.
For winter.
Jump on, and we just want to make sure that people understand, like we always say with all our competitions, make sure that you actually like and follow our page, not like and follow the post, okay? Because that's where a lot of people's entries become non-valid, is they like the post. It's not the post, you've got to like the page. Okay, like and follow our page. So, thanks guys. We'll see you next week for episode 12 of Hobby to Business Hub.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, guys.